Good morning, Joe. Welcome back to What the Fuck Fridays. It's September 12th, 2025. Something that is kind of difficult about working to create content for the internet is obviously being surrounded within the internet a lot. And unfortunately, topics happen that are so delicate, people can react to those topics very quickly, that it just makes it very uncomfortable to be navigating yourself through the internet. It's something that I've experienced with myself. When something massive happens, within the country that I live in, the United States of America, people are just curious to know what you think or how you think, and it's all annoying. For the most part, I just want to enjoy my life and create content and just have fun with what I'm doing. But god damn it, it's so difficult to navigate around specific topics. Either one, people are directly will ask you what you think, that or people will respond to you, be like, oh, you have no opinion of such a thing, therefore you're not human. Or I've had comments be like, how can you post this video while this is happening, kind of shit. And it's it's so toxic and it's unfortunate. If you're watching this video, I'm very sure you know what I'm referring to, but I don't want to talk about it because that's not what my channel's about. I just want to focus on my channel being an environment where I invite people into my space to socialize and have fun, and literally, just form a little community of people can just hang out and chill, play games, or talk about computers or whatever you guys want to do in a healthy manner. Just to distract yourselves from the rest of the shit that's going on, right? But unfortunately, certain things happen that are just too massive that you can't ignore, or things are happening that it's just people always want to know what your opinions are on things, and it's I really don't want to talk about that. Do I have my opinions of things? Of course, but I just do not want to talk about it. It's just sad how people are so buried into their faces into fucking watching shorts and reels and reaction videos and one thing after another. That's man, I just don't want to contribute to that. The doom scrolling shit. I'm not doing that. When I go to these major events and conventions, I chat with other content creators. They bring up the same thing, and how difficult it is for them to speak in a manner where they want to present to you facts or topics without leaning in any direction, but people still react in a certain way however they want to react. People too reactionary. It's just it sucks. It does make it more difficult to be a person that creates content on the internet. For the most part, this video that I post, maybe it'll get the most 50 views, and usually it's the same people that watch my stuff, and I appreciate you guys. I'll be lying to you if I made a video be like, hey guys, this is what I'm doing, I'm having a good day, having a cup of coffee. Whereas the stories are going around on the internet at the moment, and me putting on this face like everything's fine. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But anyways, that being said, I really don't want to go too into the toxicity of the current state of the internet right now. I'm just making this video for myself because I have a schedule that I want to keep up with, and usually these types of videos I post on Fridays. At the moment from now on until whenever I change my schedule for whatever reason. This is just me having an opportunity to be able to talk with you, chat, respond to questions or whatever. But I am aware of how angry people are at the moment, and no, I don't want to contribute to that anger, and no, I'm not going to try to ease anybody's feelings, because that's not what I'm here for. I just want to explore areas, vlog, share those events, explore new games, share the experience with the new video games, respond to questions, help people out if they have any editing questions, and build my Discord community with like-minded people. Have fun, no drama there, and that's mainly all I want to focus on. Toxic situations happening on the online does affect us. It does, it's unfortunate, but it does make things weird, and again, I'm just speaking for myself, from my end. It's kind of like being in a room and someone smells, but nobody wants to say anything because they don't want to offend nobody. They're like, hey, what's up? Oh, what's over here? Wow, look, let's look at the window. Yeah, let's leave this window open, just cause, it's a sunny day. Everything's fine. Get the fresh air in, you know, because you don't want to fucking, you know, mention that someone smells like shit, or you're in a situation that's uncomfortable. You don't want to offend nobody, kind of shit. You know, it's dumb, but it's just how it is at times when you post content on the internet. Just yeah, there's that vibe that you get sometimes. But anyways, I'm gonna leave. That's all I have to say. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.